Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Follow Up Friday. I am a little late. I did this a couple times. I'm using Be Live now, and we didn't think it got recorded, so we were doing it again. So here we are. So I'm sorry to be late, but I'm so glad you're here with me today. So, do you ever feel like you attend networking events and nothing ever comes from it, that it's like a waste of time for you? Well, if you ever feel that way, you are in for a treat today because I'm going to be sharing a few different things that you can do to maximize the results that you're getting from these networking events. So, first, please feel free to share the love and spread this video to your newsfeed or drop a friend's name down below and tag them so that they can benefit from what I'll be sharing here today. Okay. And if you're watching the replay, don't be shy. Please comment down below, ask any questions you have, give me any of your thoughts, your takeaways, your insights, your ahas. I always love to know what people are getting from these tips. And I'll be back later to answer your questions or respond to your comments. So if you're new to the page, I'm Debbie Hoffman. I am a sales and follow-up coach and founder of Power Up Your Follow-Up. And I work with heart-centered coaches, consultants, all sorts of entrepreneurs who are letting potential clients and income slip through the cracks because they don't have an effective and reliable follow-up system and sales process in place. So I work with them to create a step-by-step process for their business so they know what to do, what to say at every step of the process, and ultimately have more ideal clients saying yes to working with them. That sounds good. All right, so we're going to go into this problem of not getting results from networking events. So here are my tips. Number one, you have to have a way to keep track of all these people you're meeting. And Excel spreadsheets and notepads are not going to work over time, okay? At the beginning, when you're first starting your business, maybe, but as you're following up with a lot of people, it is impossible to keep track of all these people in your head or on a spreadsheet. So I recommend that you get a CRM, a customer relationship management system. Now, I don't want you to have a heart attack. A lot of times people go, oh my God, I don't know how to use that. I'm so bad with technology and blah, 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 blah. Well, I just want you to know I have vetted several CRMs. There are some that are very easy to use. They're very affordable. So if you're just starting out, it won't be a big expense. And yes, it takes time at the beginning to set it up. But once you have it set up, it's going to save you so much time. So I've vetted some CRMs for you. Go to my website, powerupyourfollowup.com/resources, and I'll put the link down below later. That way you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours checking out all the different CRMs out there. There are thousands of them out there. Then what I want you to do is when you sign up for an event, create an email that you're going to send out to people before the event even starts. So that way during the event, when people are sharing after breakout rooms and there was somebody there that you felt a good connection with, you can actually go right into your CRM, add their information, and click on the templates and send them the email right then with the link to schedule time to get together with you, to meet with you on Zoom or in person, depending on where you are in the country. Okay, so you want to add templates and scripts to your CRM. Now, I am not into you being robotic and reading a script. Absolutely not. I'm against that. I want you to create a script just to keep you on track, just to use as a roadmap for the conversation so that you don't hose people down with too much information and go on and on and on and on. Like how many of you have had that happen to you? People call you, they're not prepared, and they just keep talking, right? And it gets old. All right. So prepare the email scripts, the email templates, the voicemail scripts, have it ready to go and start adding people to your CRM as soon as the event is over or even during the event. Only the people you want to connect with. Okay. Tip number 2, follow up first with the people you've had the best connection with. So obviously, if somebody leans in and they're interested for themselves, you want to reach out to them first. Then you want to reach out to the people you had the best connection with that you think you could partner up with, that you could become power partners or JV partners. And I recommend you call them within 24 to 48 hours. Yes, pick up the phone. I'm an old-fashioned girl, and I recommend picking up the phone. Everybody I speak to tells me that they send an email first, and that just doesn't work because you know how many emails you get every day, and things get lost. But when someone calls me, they get my attention. I listen to the message versus an email that might get deleted by mistake, right? And they rise above all the other people out there that do what they do because they took the time to call me. And people thank me all the time for following up with them, from calling them, because nobody else is doing it. And this would be a really good time to share some statistics with you. So research shows that 48% of people that you'll meet networking or out and about in the entrepreneurial world won't ever reach out to you. 48%. That's almost half the people you meet you'll never hear from. People hardly ever call me. I'm the one reaching out all the time. And research also shows that it takes 5 minimum contacts before the average person says yes to working with you. But only 8% of entrepreneurs make that 5th contact. That means 92% of us are stopping short of where most of the business starts to happen. Okay, so I want all of you guys to be one of those 8%ers. All right, so when you have a system in place and you're following up with people within 24 to 48 hours, you will get more yeses. You'll enroll more clients, and you'll create more power partner and JV partner relationships. All right, so call them first. And then what I do after that is I text, because 99% of the time people will respond to the text. I get a very, very high response rate when I text people. Now, here's the key. When you call them, you don't want to call them to try to sell them your stuff and to get them to be a client. Because if you call making it all about you, you will never hear back from them. They won't respond. But if you call making it about them and how you can help them, then you're going to get a response. So just leave a message that you'd like to set a time to get together so you can learn more about each other's businesses and ask if they'd like to do that. Okay, that will make a huge, huge, huge difference. That's why people aren't calling you back. If you're making it about you and what you have to offer, they're going to get turned off. We don't like to be sold to, right? Just think of how when people call you trying to sell you their stuff, how does it make you feel? Not very good, right? So we don't want to be that person. All right, tip number 3. And this is where people slip through the cracks. Clients and money slip through the cracks. This is it. So get a piece of paper if you don't have one out yet and write this down. You want to set a reminder to follow up with that person 2 to 3 days later. So whether you're calling them, emailing, texting, reaching out on social media, it doesn't matter how you're reaching out to them. You want to set a reminder in your CRM that's connected to your Google Calendar or whatever calendar you use to remind you to follow up with them. If you don't, they're going to slip through the cracks and you're going to forget about them because you're going to move on to the next thing. All right, so you've got to set that reminder. Okay, so just to review, you want to get a system, a CRM, go to my resources page on my website, create the template, the email template in advance and the script to reach out to people. And then follow up with them within 24 to 48 hours. Call the people first who were most interested in, maybe leaned in for themselves. They're interested for themselves to find out more about what you do, or the people who you felt the best connection with to partner up with. And then set the reminder to follow up with them 2 days later. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. I'd love to know your takeaways, insights, and ahas. Please post down below. If you're getting this via email, please email me at Debbie@powerupyourfollowup.com. And I'm going to be going so much deeper into all these topics, all these areas that we talked about today, plus networking, plus referrals in an upcoming masterclass, September 27th and 28th. I've got 2 days, 2 different times of day to support people in all different time zones. And it's 3 crucial mistakes that cost entrepreneurs clients and money. And I'll be sharing what you can do about it. So please go to powerupyourfollowup.com/masterclass. I will post it down below as well. And I'm going to be saving time at the end for Q&A. And I have a very special gift that I'm going to be offering. It's actually 2 gifts in one that will help you to meet more people and also help you with what to say when you're following up with people. Okay? So powerupyourfollowup.com/masterclass. Please be there, share with your friends, support them in improving their sales and follow-up. And come back next week on Follow-Up Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm here every week. Come on, get your questions answered. And I hope you have a fabulous weekend and a great week. Okay, bye for now.